Really? No hidden item? That sounds like... That's just a missed opportunity right there. I kind of eat a lot these days, even though by looking at me you wouldn't think I do. We tend to have, like, more simplistic dinners, I would say. There's not a lot of, I guess, just in general, there's not a lot, usually. It's usually a lot of what we're making, because we also make leftovers, but there's not much in terms of, like, variety. For, like, a particular dish, I mean. We have a variety of dishes. I'm gonna, put my foot in my mouth now. Daycare man. You do a great job. Nobody has figured out how to make fused Pokemon breed yet, but someday we might. I wasn't concerned about fused Pokemon breeding, but now I am. Ooh, a Reaper Cloth. Okay. I'm glad we came up here and picked that up. That is an item that we would use to evolve Dusk Skull into... no, Dusclops into Dusknoir. Someone abandoned this egg here, poor thing. Won't you please take care of it? Transfer it to the PC. And a skull fossil. Oh, we gotta... we will teleport back over there then, so we could get the skull fossil. And then, Alright, so there's a lot of stuff getting in the way of actually going into Rock Tunnel. I apologize. We will get there eventually, I promise. Ain't nothing wrong with that. To be truthful, I should eat like you both, but I have nobody else or nobody who tells me what I should or shouldn't eat, and how much, how little. I need to do better on portion control. Well, I know that, my wife in particular, but also just because I live with my wife, obviously, we tend to make enough so that we each can have at least one portion, and there is at least one leftover, so that I can have lunch the next day, or if my wife particularly wants it, she can have it as a leftover for lunch the next day. And so it's kind of like the mindset of separating the food enough so that you're creating a decent enough portion for the dinner, but also setting some aside so you're not having too much at dinner. It's a good system. I really like how we've organized it. Alright, while we're here, let's go ahead and fuse these Bidoofs together. Look at this! Look, this is God Bidoof right here. Try to batch cook on the weekend sometimes too. That is a monster. It's a god. With nerves of steel, nothing can perturb it. It is more agile and active than it appears. Winged God of Bidoof. Yes. This game surprises me every time. Hello, West. Welcome in. This is the Egyptian god Bidoof right here. Now, I'm sorry to say we are not going to be adding God Bidoof to the team, but that's okay. It's huge. Oh, goodness. Alright, let us take You know, let's take Solossum out of the party real quick. I was filling out more job applications, but this is a funny surprise. Run while you still can. So if I have the timing correct in my head, of this stream, I break each stream down into 4 episodes each. That should basically be the opening of the 2nd episode of this batch. Come back at 12. Okay. I've got like 200 hours in this game already. No running here. Let's see. 12, and that's in 4 hours. So we only need a 6-hour hotel visit. That's fine. I wish I knew which Pokemon game this song came from. Like, off the top of my head, because it's such a good song. Dinner's ready. Gotta eat while it's hot. Nice. Have a nice evening, everyone. Juicebox, thank you so much for stopping by. Greatly appreciated your company. Glad to hear that overall you're doing well. And I'll catch you later. Where have you been? I've been sleeping. It was not Cranidos, it was a Smoochum. Jinx has some weird fusions in this game from what I've seen. Alright, well, organize. We are going to try to hatch this egg a little bit. We'll give Solossum a break for the time being. Yes, it does. Come on. Let me run away. My problem is that I'm trying to move in like multiple directions at the same time, and I probably shouldn't do that. Alright, we have a bike to get. Literally like 100 hours we're just doing fusion combos. I mean, it's the whole basis of the game, right? You're gonna want to do that. Oh, you got a bike voucher. Alright, here's your free bike. Have fun riding it. Now, I have a feeling that I didn't map the select button on my controller. I think that's what my problem is. Okay, that's the button for it. Okay. I'll just do that from now on. I still think $1,000 for a bike of this kind is a bit steep. Well, wasn't it like, in terms of Poké Dollars, it was like 10,000 or 100,000, something like that? Which I agree is very steep. You have Pokemon with you. You're mine. For some reason, I have this like vivid memory of, as a kid, playing through blue version and yellow version, that the bike voucher was not given to me by the fan club president, but by the gambler on the route next to Vermilion City. And obviously that's not how the game works. I've gone back, I've played the game, it doesn't work that way. But I just have that as a vivid memory, and it's really weird that I remember that happening as a kid. And maybe it's just because the gambler talks about vouchers, but I have no idea. Yasor wants to learn Double Edge. No, thank you. Weepin' Sprout. Yeah, let's swap. Memory associations are wild. You're telling me. I like it. It actually looks pretty good. And it's going to die, unfortunately, but it looks so good. I feel a little bad that I'm super over-leveled for this stuff, but I also just don't care. Printomp wants to learn Protect. No, thank you. Waha! Great, I was bored, eh? Overleveled is the only way to JRPG. I remember the first time I ever played like a real JRPG game. It was Dragon Quest VIII on the PS2. I didn't know that you were expected to fight every monster you came across and get the experience from fighting and leveling up, and if you got to a part where you got stuck, you would grind, you would go back, you would train more and go back. When I first ever played the game, and I must have been like 12, 13, maybe 14 years old, I don't even know. Like, obviously I played Pokemon before that, but you can, as a kid, just button mash your way through the game if you really just hunkered down and did it. But with Dragon Quest, I got to the very first boss of Dragon Quest VIII, the merman-type creature in the waterfall cave, and I lost. I lost the fight, and I went in without doing any extra training. I just went right in and fought him again and lost immediately. And I was so mad at having lost and being like, the first boss of a game like this shouldn't be that hard. I stopped playing the game. And what happened after that, I got Final Fantasy X for Christmas at the same time as Dragon Quest VIII. And what ended up happening was I played through Final Fantasy X, and the disc that we had was scratched and it was damaged, so that I couldn't get past the opening tutorial section where you are Tidus in Xanarkand and you meet up with Auron and Sin is attacking Xanarkand, and then you get transported to Spira. As soon as the cutscene would happen where Tidus would get warped to Spira, the game would essentially crash and there was nothing I could do. And I even had like a friend take my memory card, get to the first save point after that cutscene, save it, and then give me the memory card back, and it wouldn't load past that point in the game. And because I couldn't get past that part in Final Fantasy X, I started a file over on Dragon Quest VIII, and I actually did train up, and I was like, I'm gonna fight every monster, I'm gonna get the best armor, the best weapons I can get right from the beginning, so I can get past that boss. And I'm happy to say that Dragon Quest VIII is one of my favorite video games of all time, and I'm so glad I decided to stick with it. Dragon Quest is a classic JRPG that had a dedicated fan base, and they knew it when developing it. I don't know it for certain, but I'm pretty sure almost all RPGs and JRPGs derive from inspiration from Dragon Quest as a series in its entirety. Like, the fact that there's, like, menus to go into in a video game in an RPG comes from Dragon Quest, right? It's like it's either the backbone or one of the backbones of role-playing games as a genre. Alright, who do we want to learn Shockwave? Aurelia, yes, you, please. We can go ahead and get rid of Shadow Sneak. We're not gonna need it. Another funny, or maybe not funny, but another anecdote about Dragon Quest VIII. You spend the first third of the game chasing after this one boss. And I thought when we defeated that boss, that was the end of the game. Because I didn't have in my head the scope of like, oh, this game is supposed to be like you're playing it for at least like 40 to 60 hours. So by the time we got to that boss fight and I defeated it, I thought, oh great, the game is over. And we're going through the cutscenes that happen after that boss fight, and then something happens with a character. I don't want to spoil anything, but something happens with a character, and then the game essentially continues. And I'm like, wait, what? We just did the thing. What do you mean there's still a problem? It was kind of like a coming of age moment for me in terms of like experiencing a JRPG truthfully. Good memories. Slowlith. Oh, it's cute. The mouth is a little too big in my opinion, but that's a cute Pokemon right there. Psymander. Alright. They did not shrink the bill to match the shrunken head. That's okay. Fairy-type Pokemon for one of your Pokemon? No, thank you. 3 power bands. Bugcatcher Brent with a butter drill. That thing does not look like it is made out of butter. Be free. Okay, the other form of the fusion. I like that. There's like some aspects of it that are a little iffy, but I like it. I liked Be Free over Butter Drill. Metal Powder? I wonder, do items that are specific to Pokemon work on their fusions as well? Metal Power works only with Dittos. So would that mean if I fuse Ditto with something, would the Metal Powder also raise its defense stat? West, you have hundreds of hours into this game. Tell me you know this. Goldeen Torchic. I like it. That's really cute. Oh, there's a rock here. I was like, why isn't he fighting me? Did I talk to you again? I didn't, but no, I don't want a rematch. Everyone just wants rematches. Why can't you just give me free stuff? Haha, come on, dude! I cannot confirm. I've always just found as many leftovers and type boosters. Metal Powder was not one of them. Fair enough. I'll probably just try to look at the wiki later tonight or tomorrow or something. I tried asking some questions on the Infinite Fusion subreddit, but I think a majority of people, like, if they have questions about the game, they just go to the Discord. Magler. I like the whiskers as a mustache in this regard. It looks good. I'll trade you my Geocarp or my Magidude for any ground-type Pokemon. So I guess this means that he will just have extra Pokemon that he can trade regardless of what he actually fights you with. Because he didn't fight me with that. More Bellsprout statues. At least we could sell those. It's only worth 500, but we could still sell it. Who's that walking with those good-looking Pokemon? Camper Drew with a Pikachu. At least it will get to a point where if our Pokemon are over-leveled, we won't be gaining too many levels, and it kind of like balances itself out just a little bit. If the target's HP is down to about half, this attack will hit with double the power. I would say that's better than Bubble Beam. We don't need to worry about lowering speed stats. Sandra. What? Sending out my girlfriend Sandra over here. Sandshrew Abra. Okay. It reminds me a little bit of a comic that I saw of, like, a guy accidentally catching someone's dad and then, like, actually using them in battle or something. Yasor. Well, because I'm lazy, we're not going to swap out. Perfect. Yeah, let's learn Dig instead of Sand Tomb. Maeve wants to learn Charm. What does Charm do again? Gazes at foe, lowering attack. No, thank you. Go, my super bug Pokemon. Connor sends out Venonat. Another Venonat. A Drownat. That looks weird. Oh, you are Psychic Poison type, aren't you? Yep. My bugs. I was fully expecting a double Venonat fusion. Black Sludge. Okay. We don't have a poison type on the team, do we? I think the closest would be Aurelia, but we're not. We're bug type. Bug fairy. Are you a little toughy? Please don't say words like that to me, sir. I don't appreciate it. I'm a child. Even though I've made my character 15, that's still a child. Well, I appreciate that the game waited until about now to start giving enemy Pokemon the sturdy ability. Credit, given where credit is due. There you go, that's what I'm trying to say. Eknix. Okay. I'm having trouble remembering Ekans' normal design, but I'm assuming it's got, like, a spot on it that is that palish color to make it have, for this design, the second boulder having that. I'm assuming. This would be such a good spot for a hidden item. Come on. If I was to make a video game, I would put hidden items all over the place. And you know what? Maybe they wouldn't be that good because, hey, I'm giving you tons of free items if you're looking for them. But I would still put them places where it's like, oh, I bet there's a hidden item over here. Yep, there you go. We're fighting Math. And Math is dead. Sorry, mathematics everywhere. Calm mind already knows. We can skip it. Wrong formula. Yasuo is evolving. Now, is this Kofagrigus or is this Venusaur? It's Venusaur. Okay. It's a little creepy with the mask, but I like that the design is fairly consistent with the previous one. Our Yasuo evolved into Yasuo. Do we want Petal Dance? No, I don't think we do. Because it takes 2 to 3 turns. I'm not a fan of that. Alright, well now I need to look up what level does the Yamask evolve at. It says the standard evolution would be level 34. And we just got to 32, so we're close. Alright, Maeve, we are taking your item. I should have moved it, not take it. Whatever. Let's look at you. You're still Ghost Grass. You still got the Rocky Helmet. We got you at the Pokemart. Still have the Mummy ability. That's fine. See, right here. Perfect opportunity for a hidden item. Why else would there be a rock just out from the others? In my opinion. A Flame Orb? Okay. We don't have a Pokemon that has, like, an ability that could, like, benefit from that, but that's okay. We already have a Smoochum. We don't need another one. Anything else here we can just catch and add to our repertoire? Staryu Beldum. That looks cool. I'm gonna catch it just because I think that's a really cool design. Well, if I can catch it, I guess. There we go. Iron-shaped Pokemon. It gathers with others in the night and makes its red core glow on and off with the twinkling stars. They communicate with each other using brainwaves. Interesting.